Hello, everybody. Welcome to Formula Tiny. Thank you guys for being here if you are. Today we have 10 of the best racers in Tinyverse to drive on 4 tracks, although today we're only going to do one. And then by the end, we'll know who the best Tiny Wheeler is.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I say we get right into it. Hit us with the first topic of discussion.
Yes. Qualifying. Top three. What do you think of it? Orange improved in the last, 20 minutes of qualifying. Managed to get himself into the top three and into those points positions.
Yeah, no, I think Orange is a dedicated man. I think he can definitely continue to be a great player, and he can definitely continue to get that. I think what does worry me is can he handle in heat of the moment. I know he has won some New World tournaments, so he has gotten good finishes against good players, but at the end of the day, it's tough to beat the juggernauts like Asphalt or Iron. It's tough to get to that level, I think.
Yeah, but I do think Orange is definitely up there. Like, he has proven, maybe not in every New World tournament, but, he has proven that he is a force to be reckoned with, especially in time trials. Like, he's very good in time trials.
Mm-hmm.
May not be better than Asphalt in every track or Iron in every track, but he is definitely a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Um, I mean, there are so many players that do have a good chance at this tournament, and there's so many players that do have the capabilities to win. And there's obviously favorites, but anything can swing in our way. And we have some tracks. I think this one is slightly more technical than some of the other ones, but other ones will have chaos. There will be shortcuts. There will it's anyone's game. I think, honestly.
Yeah. This track is definitely the most based on skill. If we look in the leaderboard for qualifying, everybody's time on the track is within 2 seconds. And the top 10 times are all within zero point 0.6 of a second. So definitely, this is definitely the most, the race that will be based on skill.
Yeah.
Because on other tracks, of course, you have those bugs that might happen. You have the skips on map 3, which is definitely going to be interesting. I can't wait for map 3.
Yeah, map three
I
is
think that
probably
race
going
is
to
going to be
be
super interesting.
yeah, probably one of the best ones. Matter of fact, um,
Maybe, maybe.
I don't know. I personally like when there's drama and stuff like that, and I like when it's a bit chaotic and someone who you don't expect to win will get it. Even if it's someone expected, that race is definitely going to be like an instant classic in my opinion. But you know, uh, Wavy Raceway is just going to be such a technical track, and it's going to push these players
Mhm.
to show what they're really capable of. And I think it's a great way to lead off to show this is just how much skill we can have.
I mean, the time that Iron got, which is definitely the likely winner for every single race, probably the favorite is Iron.
Yeah.
Iron's time on map 1 is second to Asphalt, and Asphalt has said that he is very good at precision tracks. So
Mm-hmm.
I think for this race today, definitely keep an eye on Asphalt, although don't count out Iron. He will strike
Yeah, I think Iron is probably
with whatever position is
yeah,
up to
yeah. I think
interpretation.
when it comes up to Iron, Iron is possibly the most consistent player in the history of the game. He is incredibly consistent during live events. He rarely flies out or he rarely makes mistakes. He's so good at the no slide. You have to consider things like that in a race between kind of an endurance and kind of a mid level race. I would describe the race, not necessarily full endurance, but you do need to have a good amount of consistency to be able to race for at a high quality for that long. And I think Iron is probably the best in the business for that, especially on a track
Yeah,
like this. Iron is my favorite to win this race right now.
yeah. Like Orange said in chat, Asphalt also probably grinded map 1 much more than Iron, which means that he's more practiced on the track, which, I think definitely gives him an edge.
Hmm. Yeah.
However, whether he will be able to keep that edge over Iron for the rest of the season, it's definitely up to interpretation.
Yeah. Well, before we actually we did start this conversation, I wanted to talk to you about Ace because We clearly have very different opinions on how Ace is going to do and how Ace is going to finish, and
Yes.
maybe you might be right because I believe you are the more educated person on this, but I still have my doubts. I have lots of doubts on
Hmm.
how Ace is going to do. And it's because
Yes.
when you watch him in these new world tournaments and you watch him in all these other cups, the thing that sounds out with Ace is that he's probably the most talented guy there, but he does not have much consistency. It is tougher. I expect him to fly out. I expect him to like make mistakes. Like yeah, he'll probably set the fastest lap, but I think the consistency is going to ruin him there. And yes, sure, maybe he's raced the track 200 times, but still, that's hard to compete with a guy who has been playing the game for well over a year, right? Like, I
I
just
mean,
don't know if Ace has
he
that.
definitely has some consistency considering the amount of playtime that this guy has on the game.
Yeah.
Like, it is genuinely absurd. Like, at the last New World Tournament, we saw that this guy has 52 hours a week on the game. So I think if we're at all talking about consistency, I would hope for Ace's sake that he has that consistency.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I think we should definitely move to the next topic that we have.
Oh.
And let's make our predictions for the top 10.
All
You
right.
know, we can talk about recent tourney performances, their performance in qualifying. Just go ahead and tell me your top 10, and then I'll try and combat you with my top 10.
All right. First of all, I think because most of the tracks require a ton of skill, and even some of the other tracks that have like shortcuts or a little bit more of like some luck based or RNG stuff, I think still the top 10 remain pretty stagnant throughout who has the most consistency. And for me, Iron has probably the most consistency out of any racer here. You know, he's incredible at no slides. He rarely makes mistakes or flies out, and even though he might not set the fastest time, but his lap times are gonna be within the same like point 0.5 seconds every single lap, every single time. I think it's just going to, like, that's gonna be the difference maker for Iron. I think that's why I have him number one in the championship. But
Mhm.
obviously, plenty of things could happen, and I think this number two for me, Asphalt. I have number two at or Asphalt at my number two, and
Mhm.
Asphalt is yet again like I think he's slightly more talented than Iron in terms of racing, but I don't know if he has that consistency. That's why I just ranked him above. But yet again, these two could go back and forth anytime, and it will go back and forth. That's what I believe.
So, yeah, I think just to butt in right there, I think the championship is actually going to sway towards Asphalt's favor. I have Asphalt placed above Iron on my prediction for the season. Asphalt 1, Iron 2, because I just feel like Iron just doesn't have the practice on the maps that Asphalt may have. And of course, he is definitely more rusty than Asphalt, because I don't think he's been playing Tiny Wheels a lot recently. So, I just can't place Iron above Asphalt because of just how good Asphalt has been consistently over his entire time playing all these New World tournaments.
Yeah. Um.
So yeah, and at number 3 for the season, I have Orange, just because he is a very good player. He's very good at one lap pace, and I definitely think that he's good at least over like 10 lap pace. Because I remember in the tournament unveiling the tracks, he actually he came back over 10 laps and managed to win like the majority of the races.
Yeah.
So he's definitely got the consistency, I feel.
Mhm.
However, of course, today that could definitely be blown out of the water.
Yeah.
I think Orange is going to be up there at the very least.
Yeah. I think there's a decent argument for between like four or three players. I mean, between like Archetype, Orange, Ace, even throw Nebula in there. Like these are big names that could definitely have a chance at the championship, and I think you could definitely order them in a couple of ways, and not too many people would get that angry at you. For me, I have Archetype. I think just for archetype, I think he's slightly faster on some paces, but like yet again, it's so tight between orange and archetype for me that like you could put them anyway, and I think it would have been pretty
Hmm.
pretty seen.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then number 4, what do you have?
I have orange at my number 4 yet again. Like it's just
Mm.
so tight, it's so close. Like anywhere, anyone could go anywhere. I think,
Yeah.
and it's the same thing. You know, I have Nebula at my 5 and Ace at my 6. Yeah, again, you could order those guys in a lot of ways, and I think that they would be able to like
Hmm.
go up and down.
For number 4, I actually have Nebula because in recent tournaments, she's been performing better and better. Of course, she's too focused on having fun to actually win every tournament. But the last New World tournament definitely shows that, like, if she wants to, she can lock in and get that P4. However, I think that you can definitely see Orange and Nebula switching places, but I just think Orange just has that edge. I really do think that Orange has the edge over Nebula.
I think Nebula's a bit
Uh,
too
uh,
silly myself. I have Nebula at my 5 personally, and I
mhm.
think Nebula is going to be like just a strong racer all around. We know that she has the talent. We know that Nebula can do plenty of things. He can keep up, or she can keep up with Ashball and Iron, and uh, you know people like that. And even if when she's at her best, she can definitely be a top 3 in the game. And also another factor for Nebula, like she's got Giga watching. I mean, like, how can she not perform when Giga is watching right here? It has to be.
Yes. 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 Always got the family at home watching. But yes. My number 5 goes to Archetype. Uh, you know, I definitely think he's a good player. I just don't think that he's the best. He's good, better than Ace for sure, which I have at number 6, but I just think Archetype is pretty consistent over a long run, and I think that he can bring home the results if called on, you know?
Hmm.
But yeah, the Ace I have at number 6. I just really do not have faith
Me too.
in Ace. Like, I may joke and say that he's the future, but I really don't have faith in him.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like don't get me wrong, he's probably one of, if not the best at setting fast lap times, right? He's one of the best in the business. He knows how to do it. He can, if he grinds out the track for long enough, he will get those great times. It's a matter of can he do it for, however long the race will be, which I believe we have 18 laps, right? Like, can he do that for
Yes,
18
actually,
laps? I don't think he can. 18 laps
today's race.
is a long, it's just long, you know?
Yeah, today's race is 18 laps. That's twice as long as the qualifying, or where the track was unveiled. So, will they be able to hold on for 18 laps? That's, of course, something that is up to interpretation. Of course, I still think my top 6 stands, but down to position 7, Light. I think Light. He's not that bad,
Yeah.
but he's definitely not that good. Like, he's not the worst of the worst. He's also not better than Ace. Of course, he may have the stray races in tournaments and stray tournaments, I guess, too, where he's better than Ace, but of course, you have those copes
Hmm.
that for Ace, that's like, oh, I lagged, But yeah,
Yeah.
Light, one position behind Ace. They're about equal in skill if they're both trying their hardest.
Yeah. I think
What about you?
I think one thing that pushes Ace over the edge is that he has that cope. What that means is that when you're playing a game that is single player, right? And you have guys that are confident in themselves and they know of their abilities, they have that ego. I think that's a big like motivating factor for a guy like Ace, right? If he has
Mhm.
that ego that he is one of, if not the best players in the world, like he could do things that we don't expect. And yes, you're not wrong. He has like a extremely similar skill to Light, but yeah, I'll go ahead and say it. Like I think Ace might even have the God complex. Lack of
So yeah, where did you place Ace? You have him
I
at
put him at
seventh?
six. I put him at six.
Sixth? Okay.
Actually, at my
So who do you have for
seventh,
seventh?
I actually have Eastern Fisher. You know, like been in the game for a long
That's
time.
interesting.
He's an amazing guy, and he's pretty consistent when it comes to, with his races. And he's so involved. I think he hasn't enough to make a decent run in this.
Hmm.
Even if he might be, you know, I could see him being slightly less, talented than some of the other guys on this list. But Eastern is just a guy that is reliable. He can. I don't know how to even say it necessarily, but he
Yeah.
qualified well. He races well all the time. He consistently gets round 2 finishes. I mean, what's not to like about Fisher, right?
Yeah.
I really don't. I
Wait,
have nothing
wait,
against.
Eastern, are you in here?
Oh, he
Oh
is
my
in here.
fucking god, Eastern's in here.
He's
Oh,
in
I'm
here.
so washed, Eastern. I'm sorry. I'm so fucking washed, Eastern. Um, so yeah, you have Eastern at seventh?
Yeah.
Okay. What about eighth? I think this one's definitely gonna be interesting.
Eighth, I mean, you could put Impulse because I think he is up with the talent of his drivers, but we
Mhm.
have received word that he will be missing this race, which puts him down such a long
Yes.
way for me. When you miss a race and you miss all those opportunities for points, I can't see you possibly getting a high finish, honestly.
Yeah,
So for
and the
me,
point system sorry, the point system that we're using is definitely based on consistency. If you're not consistent at like consistently getting good results, or if you miss a race, you're going to be missing out on a lot of points.
yeah,
So you want to show up to every race just so that you can at least be there and get those points.
yeah. And then
Uh,
I actually have Marissa. I would have put like Center Sun or I or well, I there, but they're not. They cannot attend, even though they
mhm.
did qualify ahead of a bunch of the other races. That's
Oh
just
yeah.
who I have there.
Center, ooh, voice crack. Center qualified seventh. I think I would have placed him seventh if he actually raced, but he isn't.
Hmm.
Of course, Light ended up getting seventh. For eighth, I have Fox. Like recent tournaments, he's been performing very well in. However, I just don't think he has that pace outside of skips.
Hmm. Yes.
Like he has very good pace. It's just that I really don't think he can bring it to a race that's over 12 laps long, 14 laps long, and in this case, 18 laps long.
Yeah.
Like, he's good, just not consistent.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think he's gonna have a great race on the big skip with what was
Yeah,
that,
race
track number
three.
3? Yeah. I think he's going to have a good
Hmm.
time there. But apart from that, I can totally agree with you.
Yes. And, in ninth, I have Impost, with him missing that first race, he's gonna be suffering points-wise. So, he's definitely going to have to claw back those points with like a very good result in order to get ahead of the people who actually show up to the first race, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, how about you? What do you have for number nine?
Uh, I know this is
Did you
going to be
say
slightly controversial, but I got Light at number 9. I mean,
Light?
yeah. I know he's up there with the skill and at the talent level. I just don't know that much about the guy. I'll be honest. I just don't
Light
know.
says, Samesh, I'm gonna burn you on the stake.
Oh God.
He's gonna burn you on a stake. Like, there's a
Honestly,
food, not an actual
if I'll
stake.
go out one way or another, I would love to die on a steak. I'll tell you that much. Thank you for making my dreams come true.
Okay.
Thank you, bro. Either way,
And
yeah, I have
for
no further comment on his position. I don't want to. I don't want to get massacred more.
Mhm.
I don't feel like that.
So yeah, for last place, who do we have, Sam?
Impost. I don't think he can make it up. I just
Boss.
don't think he can make it up
Yeah.
after the first race. That's just on me. That's just, yeah, you can't, you don't come, then you, like, it's going to be impossible. That's why I have him at my last place. And I know he could be,
Okay.
you know, reasonably top 6, maybe even top 5. He's been at the game a long time. He's a great player all around. But when you have to make up that big of a difference, impossible. I don't have it.
I really think that Impost will be able to perform better than Fox, like one race or another, but he will definitely be able to outcompete Eastern Fisher. Like, I love Eastern Fisher. He's been performing super well the recent tournaments. It's just that Impost, I feel, it can perform better than Eastern over 4 races. So yeah, that's top 10 predictions. We got 2 races, or what, 2 minutes until the race starts.
Hopefully.
Who do we think is going to win this race?
Can we get,
Sam, just before we get started?
I mean, let's think about this. This is a great map for no side. It's great for consistency. It's going to show who has the most skill. For me, that's either Iron or Asphalt. Yeah, it's close. It's precision. I think Iron barely inches out Asphalt in this one, but yet again, I've been an Iron Glazer my whole life, so beats me.
Okay. I sent the link in VC chat, so if you... everyone can join. I'm just going to kick who isn't supposed to be here.
Yep. And with that, we will go to a quick ad break while we get things set up. Reminder, if you are watching this on in the audience of the Discord server, you will not be able to hear any of these ads. It's just how OBS works. I'm sorry. Alright? Either way, that will be it. We'll get the setup. See you in a bit.
Yay.
I'm a bee, and I bumbled my way into your car.
Buzz.
But this hive isn't big enough for the both of us. Boo!
Oh, wow, what a buzzkill. And if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage,
Paying for this could really sting. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me.
Pepsi Pineapple is back and only available at Little Caesars.
That sounds delicious. Launch me, boys.
I just love how you work your magic.
Little Caesars is next door, sweetheart.
So close. Get Pepsi Pineapple only at Little Caesars with all your hot and ready favorites.
Pizza, pizza.
My secret? Sometimes I want to put deodorant on hard-to-reach places. That's why I use aluminum-free Secret Whole Body Deodorant. It goes on smooth exactly where I want it and actually gives me 72-hour odor protection everywhere. Secret Whole Body Deodorant.
Gonna need a new bumper.
Did you say burger? Guac?
Teriyaki sauce, burger, pineapple, cheese, burger, pineapple, cheese, teriyaki.
Brace yourself. The new teriyaki burger, only at Carl's Jr.
Big burger! Good burger.
Ooh, I got you a new deodorant.
Why? It's Old Spice Gentleman's Total Body. Gives me 24/7 freshness from pits to toes.
you ready?
Oh, nope.
Try my Old Spice. You can use it on your pits, chest, and even your
Toes? Oh, that's fresh.
Oh, I can fix this. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Jack, about the mess that Big Yellow and I made. Yeah, is there any way that I can make it up to you? Or?
Actually, you could help me promote my new mini Jimmy Bang Bangs with Southwest Chicken.
You think I could be bought, you son of a...
Hello. Hi. This is only showing in Japan, right?
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
I've made some mistakes.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Oh. Watch this.
Oh.
Oh.
Ow.
Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
Do you know if you have milk right now? Do you know its condition? Are you afraid to look? Who knows? Who cares? Because now you live a life where fresh milk is always on hand. Your door to crisis-free breakfasts. DoorDash.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on.
I've been practicing.
What, the cello? You want me to lower the hoop?
Foul.
What, are you gonna tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Here, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock
You're
yourself
about to get served.
Seriously?
Get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me. Love you, Mom.
Wait till your father gets home.
Kayak. Kayak. Why do people use kayak to compare hundreds of travel sites at once? I don't get it. I like to do things myself. Even if I don't get a great deal, I still feel connected to it. What kind of connection would I have with the salmon if I bought it at the supermarket? We are connected.
Kayak. Search one and done.
Refill?
Help yourself, man.
Dude, dog food in the fridge?
It's not dog food. It's fresh pet. Real meat, real veggies.
Real weird.
He was bad luck anyway.
Fresh Pet. It's not dog food, it's food food.
Some like them on an ice cream sandwich. Eat them how you like them.
Pop-Tart. Crazy!
Some like them toasted. Eat them how you like them.
Pop-Tart. Crazy!
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your ass. Show off. Beautiful sky today. That one's me. Oh, come on. Touchdown! Mountain Dew.
I think that's the last of it.
Finally moved in together. It's wild, but I've never been happier.
I got this. I love you.
Where in the world did we put that toilet paper?
Hey!
Whoa! I'm sorry. I was just getting some things for when my parents get here this weekend.
Your parents are coming?
Yeah.
Wait, what's that?
Toilet paper?
Why'd you get that one?
I couldn't find where we stashed ours in the move. Just the first thing I found at the store.
It's the worst. It doesn't even last long. It doesn't even last long. That'd be perfect for Mom.
I'm a B, and I bumbled my way into your car.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Race 1 of the Formula Tiny Championship. We have pretty much everyone here, except Impost and Archetype. They're both missing in action. Archetype, I don't actually know why. He didn't tell me anything for not being here. But Impost did say that he wasn't going to be here because of reasons. So, at least we have that, right? In case you missed the pre-show, current projections have Asphalt winning, but Iron coming very close. And then Orange podium positions. So yeah, let's go ahead and get underway. I believe everyone who isn't supposed to be here is gone. Let me just turn off private server joining real quick. Or yeah, I'm turning off friends allowed. That works. All right. We are starting this race. 18 laps of Wavy Raceway. We have 8 racers here. But only one winner. And remember, the points are based off of consistency. Oh, wait. Fine, if you guys don't want fucking nighttime. You're skipping nighttime, bro. We don't fuck with nighttime. We do not fuck with nighttime. Starting next. Starting next. Okay. Sorry, but we are starting this time around, guys, okay? We're starting this time around. Good luck, have fun, guys. And we'll have the Formula Tiny Championship underway. In 3 seconds, championship is underway, and they're off. 8 racers, minus Impost and Archetype, and they're underway. Iron off with a great start this time around. Orange on the restart, definitely not getting a good start. Iron is still holding on to that first. You see Light immediately drop back to last. All of the obstacles are in the way. It's probably going to be a few laps until those are cleared. However, for now, Iron is running away with it immediately. Getting a slightly worse line onto lap 2. Ace attacking Eastern. Orange, I think, is attacking Ace there. Asphalt's lagging. Asphalt's lagging very bad. Oh no, where's Asphalt? Asphalt's lagging terribly. Onto the second lap. Iron leads. Asphalt disconnects because of internet. Asphalt DNFs. Also, Sam, do you have the leaderboard up? Asphalt disconnects because of Wi-Fi. Terrible start to the season. But we're about 3 laps in. Coming onto the 4th. Iron leads with a major gap over Nebula and Orange because of that DNF. Eastern is running in 4th. Fox is in 5th. Ace is in 6th, and Light is running 7th. Asphalt is all the way back in 8th. However, he is a few laps down. He does not DNF because he rejoined. On to lap 5, I believe now. Iron just continuing to grow that gap. Nebula hitting that inside wall, losing the tiniest bit of time. Falling a little bit towards Orange, who's closing in rapidly. Eastern is still holding on to that P4. Fox moves up into P5. After Ace is not having too fun of a time. Light is battling with Ace. Once again, that consistency I was talking about in that pre-show, really shining through here. Light is still holding on. And then, of course, we have that Fox running in P5. Falling back from the top 4, however, still ahead. The others, Ace, getting ahead of Fox. Fox made a mistake. Iron on to, I believe, lap 7. With a massive gap to Nebula. I believe that's already about 2.5 seconds long. And Nebula outshining Orange here. With Eastern still holding on to that P4. Definitely hanging on to the coattails. In the back, Fox flies out. Jesus, I caught that. Fox flies out terribly. Onto, I believe, the 8th lap. Orange seems to be closing in a little bit on Nebula. We see Iron's gap only continue to grow. We see Asphalt driving ahead. He's lapped traffic for this race now. Fox is running a very quiet race in P7. However, he is placing ahead of Asphalt. Ooh, Iron hits the inside wall. Loses a little bit of time there. Nebula is still pushing hard. Just trying to stay ahead of Orange. I believe that lap was the first lap that the gap actually closed in. Iron is still holding on to it. The gap is actually shrinking a lot. Whoa, what happened to Iron? The gap seems to be about like 1.8 seconds if I had to take a guess. Nah, it's still around 2.5. Further back, Eastern seems to have fallen off from the top 3. And Ace is closing in on him now, as Light falls back from Ace. Ooh, Iron losing some time there, entering the S's. And Nebula seems to only be falling back towards Orange. What is happening? Nebula is losing a ton of ground on Iron. And now the fight for second is on. As Orange is on Nebula's rear bumper. Eastern is still trying to hold off Ace. I'm not sure what lap we're on. However, does not change how Orange is seeking to to overtake Nebula there. They are side by side on the front stretch. Orange gets a super awkward line. Almost overtakes Nebula there, however has to back off. Heading down to the S's, Nebula gets a wide entrance. And Orange is hanging on to it. Let's check in on the battle between Eastern and Ace. Not too much has changed. I think the gap has remained mostly consistent. Orange now. Getting past... No, not quite. Still. They have been side by side for like 3 laps now. Not even sure what lap they're on. I believe it's about 15. Ooh, Iron hits the inside wall. Oh! What did Nebula just do? Hit the inside wall and disastrously loses that position to Orange. Meanwhile, Eastern also messed up. Ace has overtaken Eastern. I presume we only have like 1 or 2 laps left. Will Nebula be able to strike back? Will Eastern? Oh, Ace hits the inside wall on turn 1. Loses some time there. Iron is just running off into the sunset. As Nebula just keeps making mistakes, is now falling back from Orange. The gap out front to Iron is ginormous. Ace and Eastern are still fighting. Light is still fighting. However, not really with anyone. He's just fighting with himself, I guess. He's having fun. Moral of the story. Iron once again running wide, entering the S's. Everyone holding on to it. Will Eastern be able to get this overtake done before the race ends? However, as the laps go by, Eastern just seems to only be falling back from Ace. And the same story runs for Nebula, who was running P2. However, if the race ended on lap 10, that would have definitely been preferable for her. God, I was way off on the lap count. What the hell? Orange is running P2. I believe he's actually gaining on Iron. Is Iron playing safe, or does Orange just have better pace over him right now? That gap does seem to be closing. Ooh, Orange must have made a big mistake. He fell back from Ace. And Iron wins. Order goes Iron, Orange, Nebula, Ace. Then Eastern to round out the top 5. We got Light, Fox, and it's going to be a few more laps until Asphalt finishes. Okay, we're gonna wait for Asphalt to finish, and then we're gonna do the official standings. Okay, I'm gonna open up a new notepad. Bro, Iron saying to Jel not hunt is crazy fucking work, by the way. Yeah, that is race 1 over. Iron wins with a commanding lead. However, by the end, he was sort of falling back. I believe this is Asphalt's last lap. And it is. Okay. Asphalt, very sad in chat. However, let's check out the leaderboard. Boom. Iron wins with a 3-second gap to Orange. And then Orange managed to build up a very good... What is that? 1.5-second gap to Nebula. Then, of course, you have Ace, who is 1.5 seconds back from Nebula. And then Eastern. Eastern fell back 2.5 seconds from Ace after Ace overtook him. And then, of course, we have Light, 2 seconds further back from him. Fox, 5 seconds back from Light. And then Asphalt, who finished a few laps down because he DNF'd. But yes, that is the leaderboard. We'll work on getting the graphic out in a second. But yep.
In the meantime, sorry, I believe we will go to an ad break. And once we come back, we will be back with some press conferences. So, once again, watch these incredibly hand-picked ads from earlier. Alright, thank you.
I'm a bee, and I bumbled my way into your car.
Buzz.
But this hive isn't big enough for the both of us. Boo!
Oh, wow, what a buzzkill. And if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage,
Paying for this could really sting. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me.
Pepsi Pineapple is back and only available at Little Caesars.
That sounds delicious. Launch me, boys.
I just love how you work your magic. Little Caesars is next door, sweetheart.
Thank you. So close. Get Pepsi Pineapple only at Little Caesars with all your hot and ready favorites.
Pizza, pizza.
My secret? Sometimes I want to put deodorant on hard-to-reach places. That's why I use aluminum-free Secret Whole Body Deodorant. It goes on smooth exactly where I want it and actually gives me 72-hour odor protection everywhere. Secret Whole Body Deodorant.
You're gonna need a new bumper.
Did you say burger? Guac?
Teriyaki sauce, burger, pineapple, cheese, burger, pineapple, cheese, teriyaki.
Studio. Some.
Wait, hold on. Yo, we need the guy in here. We need Nebula in here before I switch that. Or whoever's doing the press conference, we need them in here.
Yeah, bring it to the studio.
Okay.
We have Nebula.
Okay, yeah, you got it.
So I'm eating Pringles. Hello.
Hi, Nebula.
Hi.
How do you think you did that race?
I'm honestly not mad. I went into that after Asphalt disconnected thinking, okay, I'm pretty much guaranteed P3 here, and lo and behold, that's what I got. I'm surprised how long I held off Orange.
Yeah, talk about that battle with Orange you were having for a few laps there. It was very fun to watch.
It was honestly quite fun. Yeah, I'd hit a couple inside corners going into the S-turns before the other S-turns. It's like early into the map. But yeah, I hit a corner there and he was kind of gone. But I'm not mad. I'm quite happy with my placement.
Nebula,
So yeah,
do you
P3?
think... okay, so after that P3 performance, are you happy with yourself, and do you think you impressed Giga?
I hope I impressed Giga. That's up for him to decide, but I'm happy with myself. I hope he's happy with me too.
Yeah, and how do you think this race will help you with the rest of the tournament?
Honestly, I think Asphalt disconnecting and Archetype not showing up are big clutch. That's really good for me. Because otherwise, I think I would be... I would seat myself at 5 below Iron, Orange, Asphalt, and Archetype. If
Are you at
Archetype
all
and Asphalt
hopeful?
were both here.
Yeah.
I mean, I can dream. I raced way better for the first half of that race than I thought I would have.
Are you at all hopeful of getting any prizes from this?
I'm just here for the love of the game. I'm here for fun. You know me.
Yes. All right. So thank you, Orange or Light. Either you want to come up? Light, just get up here, man.
Why? Why?
Hello, Light.
Fuck you.
Welcome.
Whoa!
How do you think you did that race? How do you think you did?
You see, it all went very, very well until you know, I crashed into a fucking corner and went flying and lost 5 seconds at the first lap. And then I kind of fucked up everything else. I love you too, Beaston. I love you, man, but...
So yeah, how do you think you did, and how do you think you will be able to do moving forward?
Well, I've decided to take the approach of Ace and just not have a life anymore. My next map 2 is going to be my mortal enemy, as I am incredibly fucking inconsistent on the hill at the very beginning. I am also just horrid at map 3 as well, but I guess I'll find something out. Yeah. There's also that one skip that nobody knows except me, Fox, Easton, and you, and maybe Asphalt, because he was there in the server when we did it. Now, the thing about that is actually it's... No, Easton, you're staying in the basement.
But yeah.
Easton, you're gonna be grinding map 3 skip, and you will like it. Nebula, you have yet to... Actually, no, you beat Ace this race. That's all that matters. Ace losing, Ace not getting podium, and Ace not being happy is a win for us.
Okay. Follow-up question.
Are you at all hope?
Wow. Thank you, Tungsten. You're so nice. Anyway, a question for you. Do you think that this is a communal hate towards Ace? Does everyone in this just want Ace to lose?
Yes. Everyone
Yes.
wants Ace to lose.
Yes. No one likes Ace.
No, shut up. Shut the fuck up, Easton. Yes. Say yes. Not I guess. No. You're saying yes. This is. I want you to be against Ace, okay?
Yes. So, yeah. Do you think you'll be able to claw back any points in future races in order to try and recover from this bad race?
Because this isn't a cup like the last one. Well, it is a cup, but you know, it's it relies more on skill and pace instead of just being there at the turning. I feel like I'm not gonna be able to pull out any too good performances, considering the fact that Iron GD is here, and Jesus Christ, this man set a world record on the first 4 laps he's played this map on. So, you know.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
I'm hoping I can pull out on map 4. The qualifying tournament, that was also my best map, so as long as I can just get somewhat good results in the others, I should be fine. I'm hoping for a P5.
Appreciate it, late. Wish the best for you moving forward in the next races.
Yourself, Sam. Shut the fuck.
Oh damn!
Okay, let's bring up Orange. Let's bring up Orange. Hello, Orange. How'd the race go?
It went well. I wasn't expecting to beat Iron anyway, so I think I did about as good as I could, you know.
What do you think about that fight between you and Nebula?
It's interesting. I kind of just like kept crashing, and then like pretty much every time I crashed, she also crashed. I feel like I was like watch myself fly out, and I'm like, oh damn it, and then I watch her car like, because I was like ahead of her on my screen because like ping, so I would like watch my own car fly out, and I'm like, damn, I'm gonna like watch her like zip ahead, and she would just follow the exact same line like almost every time. It was really fun.
So yeah, how do you feel regarding your championship position going forward after this race?
I'm really glad that Asphalt disconnected and Archetype didn't show up. Same as that, I think that does wonders for my chances of winning. It's like, I think I have a big enough lead that even if I like fuck up bad, I'm probably gonna get like prizes. I don't know. That's all I'm in it for. But
He's in for the money.
Yeah.
Is Robux really your only motivating factor in this competition, or is it?
Well, I find the game fun. like the game is it's a fun game. Otherwise, I wouldn't, have 3,400 wins, 3,500 now actually.
That's a lot of wins.
But the money is a big factor. That's why I like locked in at the very end of the qualies.
Okay. I see. Well, thank you for that.
So yeah, how do you think Asphalt pretty much DNFing this race? However, he still got like 2 points, 3 points maybe. How do you think that will at all play towards his championship hopes?
I think that's like really bad. I did DM him just now offering to split my winnings if I do win. But that just really sucked. Like, you can't really do much about that.
Yeah. Thank you. Maybe get Fox up? Fox, do you want to come up? Hello, Fox.
Hi.
How do you think this race went? How do you think this race went?
Oh, well, if it wasn't for a certain someone for I won't call names, but it was a decent race. I think I was holding a consistent P5 for a bit until a certain someone. But yeah. But yeah, I was holding a consistent P5, I think. No, I was almost going to 6th until a certain someone, but yeah. And then since I got 7th, I'm just happy, I'm not happy, lucky that Asphalt, this DC'd, and Arch and Impulse didn't show up. So I know I got last, but it's still 7th place.
Yeah, 7th place is definitely good for points. Speaking of points, how do you think, that many people not showing up, like, how do you just feel about that, Like, this first race, so precision-based. Will this help you at all with getting money?
Getting money, I don't plan on getting money. I have no hopes in getting in the top 3. Okay, so I've been asked that certain someone, Eastern, yeah.
Mention the wife and kids.
Yes. My main motivator for this entire thing is for my future wife and for my future kids. Trust.
How does this last place on the lead lap at all detriment their happiness?
This last place, I think. No, I don't know about how happy they will be. I'm just getting the dad lore in here, If I lose, they'll laugh. If I win, they'll be happy. But I don't know. The final goal is just to get top 6, I think.
So yeah, how do you think you're gonna do going forward?
Map 2, I think I'm fairly consistent with getting the inside line on the right ramp. I don't know how good my pace will be for the rest of the races though. And map 3 will be fun. As Light said, there is a skip, but it's like it's a one-time use thing. I'm pretty sure.
And Sam, do you have any questions?
Fox, I want you to be entirely honest with me. My question to you is that if you didn't have that detrimental flyout somewhat early in that, or midway through that race, I believe, do you think that race would have gone differently, or do you think you would have still retained a very similar position?
I think it would have gone a bit differently. I was holding 5th for quite a bit, and I had like little glimpses of 6th when Light and Ace were catching up to me, but in the end it still showed up 5th until someone, sorry, Eastern, threw a barrier. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you,
That's
Fox.
Thank
you.
Does anyone else who race have a mic and want to come up? Cough cough Eastern, I know damn well you have a mic. Cough cough Asphalt, I know damn well you also have a mic.
We're gonna get interviewed. Oh my god. we begin the fan interviews now.
You know what? Sure, we'll interview the family.
All right, yeah. Get this guy up here.
And Giga, you are gonna have to actually talk. You can't just type in chat.
Yeah.
So.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
I'm scared.
Me too.
No thanks. Okay.
No. Okay. Do you want me to be your
Well,
live
fine then,
translator?
don't.
Do you want me to be your live translator? I can translate for you. I got you. I'll read it out.
So Asphalt, do you wanna interview, and then Sam can just read your messages aloud?
Yeah, I can do that.
No? Okay. Eastern, you don't want to do that either?
No one?
Because then I think we're done here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Don't have any... Aaron is fucking cooking. Okay. But yes, that is the end of race 1. Appreciate you all coming. Sam, do you have any closing comments? Anything you want to express?
That went better than I thought. I thought this was going to be a complete disaster, and it was only a half disaster. So, I will take it. Once again, Tungsten and I have spent lots of time planning this and lots of time putting this on, so thank you to the fans for watching this and watching our creation go into play.
Yes.
This took a lot of effort and a lot of time and a lot of planning, and obviously shout out to Tungsten for, being able to have the time and put this all on. Shout out to all the racers who competed and qualified and tried. Thank you, Tiny Wheels Nation.
But yeah, on that last note, I just wanted to add, thank you everyone for showing up 30 minutes earlier than we asked for initially, because, this did just kind of come in last minute. So thank you everyone for, showing up and actually racing. So, yeah.
Once again, I think that's it for us. Shall we?
I guess, yeah, that's the end. Thank you, everyone, for coming to the first race of the inaugural Formula Tiny Championship season.
Once again, my name is
Next
Sam
week...
H. I'm the guy behind the camera.
Hold on.
My bad.
Next week, the race will be at the same time. Stream will be at the same time next time. So, yes. Now you can do the outro.
Okay. Once again, my name is Sam H. I'm the guy behind the camera as well as
and I am
co-host on the talk
Tungsten.
show. And go ahead.
And I am Tungsten, another co-host. However, Sam did most of the organizing. I just did the actual race stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you guys.